exciting because I mean we've got Professor Bernard Schultz. He's down there at University of Sydney. I mean he is one of the forefathers of programming languages. So he's one of the literal best in the world in this field. And he that when he first looked at the Ethereum VM, it reminded him of someone that coded a VM that's never looked at a VM before. Thing is obviously high throughput. I mean, if you start talking about IoT devices, you're talking about billions potentially transactions that are coming through in a minute or an hour, or dependent on what kind of reading frequency you have. So high frequency with low latency is again important, which luckily that's the ABFT system. So it's a nice solution. But maybe to make it a little bit more practical, use cases. So the one we're busy with right now with WeGo, which is Seoul's smart city collaboration, is a simplistic complaint management system. So it's as you're driving down the road, there's a pothole, and you simply submit that there's a pothole at that location. Add 100 nodes, or let's say 100 nodes, you'd still be reaching finality sub 1 second. So Oracle have got a fairly comprehensive blockchain as a service solution. Their primary focus right now is Hyperledger. They've had the same issues with throughput and transactional volumes that simply weren't high enough for their clients. So they were looking for a higher throughput solution, so they started interacting with Fantom. We are actually currently adapting Hyperledger to talk via Lachesis, which is the consensus mechanism, so that Hyperledger uses that same throughput model. And then the other thing we're doing is we're also moving the Fantom blockchain to be on an API and RPC level compliant with Hyperledger. So then Oracle keeps doing what they're doing. They just swap out Hyperledger and it stayed good in Fantom, and then they offer that as a blockchain as a service solution. So that's cool. What we're busy doing there. So,
and what about SoftBank?
Okay, now SoftBank. Well, so it's actually more on the POS bank side. They're the biggest POS solution provider in South Korea, in Seoul. And they actually just want to accept crypto payments. So they want to, anyone that has their software installed, any merchant that has their software installed, they want to give that merchant the option to accept crypto as a payment mechanism. Wow. I'm the merchant, you've got your little terminal there. Normally you'd say pay by credit card or cash, and then you'll have pay by FTM. Select that, gives the QR code, the other dude scans the QR code, it does the payment, and that's it. I mentioned that it's WeGo as well in Korea that's getting a lot of focus. So when we mentioned that, it's Oracle Korea, it's WeGo, it's POS bank, it's all the Korean entities. It's not their global entity. So it's definitely a strong focus there.